Hello everyone, this is Eric Rejet 505. So please stay tuned to my video all the way through the end. And what I want to talk about today is Judge Benitez overturned a 30 years ban on assault weapon. And I want to talk to you about it for a second. If you're for it or against it, please listen to what I have to say because it's pretty important. Now, let's start. So we have assault weapon ban if you live in California, and it's kind of ridiculous. For some reason, liberal and the court system don't understand that the bullet that coming out of the rifle, pistol, or whatever gonna be, is what actually hurting people, not the shape of the weapon itself. It's very simple thing to explain to even to a little kid. It can be a very small pistol, it can be a very big shotgun, or it can be like an AR. All those will cause damage, will cause fatality if you give it to criminals. Now, that being said, the assault weapon ban is kind of unconstitutional from day one. The problem is that we, the people, need to protect our rights. It costs millions and millions and millions of dollars to do. For the government, they use our money that we pay as tax in order to do so, so they can fight us and always win. So now that we have this win, this temporary win, and the same Judge Benitez, and I just want to show you who he is. One second, Roger Benitez. This is the nickname Saint Benitez. He decided actually to overturn this assault weapon ban, and of course, California gonna go and file an appeal against it. So he put a stay of 30 days. In these 30 days, it's actually really a 7 days they have to appeal. They will have to come with some reasons, and of course they're gonna find reasons, and they're gonna find some lies to why we should not have those weapons. Now, I want to show you guys something that please connect the dot together. This is why I ask you guys to listen all the way to the end. Right now in California, whoever started this lawsuit was Javier Visera, and Javier Visera used to be actually let me actually open the picture here. Is this guy here that I really dislike, and I think that this guy should send to wherever he came from, because he only causing problem, and now he's actually in the Biden administration going to cause even more problem. So this guy and this guy behind him here that is with a Blair face, this is Governor Newsom. They were working together in order to take our weapon, to take our rights, and consider us criminals. Yes, if you own a weapon, if you own an AR, that they decided it is assault weapon, you are a criminal. They did pass couple laws that got in and got out pretty quick, and the ATF was going against people for assault weapon in order to take a law-abiding citizen that purchased a weapon legally in a store and tell you you're a criminal if you remove, for example, the fin grip that they put on an AR, that actually can cause more fatality when the weapon fly off your hand. But those two idiots, plus, okay, this guy, the new criminal, George Gaston, that gone and cancel right now the death penalty. Yes, this guy, first thing that he did when he became to be the DA, okay, California, Los Angeles, first thing he did, he canceled the death penalty for criminals. So wait a second, this is where it's getting interesting. So you guys gonna go and fight this, overturn, like, you know, the judge overturned the assault weapon ban, and the start official will fight back. So you will fight back us, the law-abiding citizen, that go and purchase it and register it, and the government know what every bullet that we buy in California. If you're not of California, listen. When we buy ammo, they take fingerprints from us. They write down the batch numbers. They write down everything so they can put the weapon, the bullets, and you at the same written memo, so when something happens they can come and catch you. Okay, so we are the criminal, the law-abiding citizen, while this guy decided to take people on death row and let them go because it's too cruel to kill them. So you take a criminal that committed a crime, that because of him we have those law and we have the assault weapon ban because those criminals use those weapons, and you say I'm not gonna kill him, and you want us to pay the price, the law-abiding citizen. I am former special forces. You know, I help a lot with the law enforcement. This is ridiculous. Like to come and say to law-abiding citizen, you not allowed to have a certain shape of a weapon because we don't like it. Nobody should have the rights to do that. At the same time, they did not ask us if to let criminals out of jail, and they are doing that. The government, the same people, the same guy, this guy, Gaston, and this guy over here, Viscera, they were sending thousands and thousands of criminals with blood on their hands out of jail. And they think that they have the rights to go and fight me and your rights to have weapons that we're going to take to the shooting range, and we're going to shoot cardboard targets. So we cannot get something, even you cannot even go to the shooting range and rent a weapon that is illegal in California. You cannot do that. It's illegal. You cannot, certain vehicle, you cannot put it on the shoulder, you know, when you're shooting it, and if it's a short AR pistol, you're not allowed to change the grip on it. You're not allowed to change anything. And if you put it to your shoulder and you have it in a picture, it's considered a misdemeanor felony. Just for the way that you will shoot it from your shoulder in a shooting range, shooting cardboard. This is how bad it is, and nobody going to tell them, okay, wait a second. The last couple years, there is more than 15 million weapons sold. The last year, more than 15 million weapons sold, and probably a couple billion rounds of ammunition. And you want to tell me that people don't want this thing turned over just because liberal decided that if we have it, we're going to be killers, we're going to be murderers, we're going to be criminals? How about these questions? Earlier when I was actually reading it, there was a segment that was saying that family of victims will fight back. And I have a question, because it's something that happened to me actually in a different country. And I actually took down a terrorist that was about to shoot kids at school in a different country. I wasn't the right person at the right time, and I saw what was going on, and I was able to shoot him down because this country that I was in allowing you to have weapon on you and don't ask too many questions when you kill the bad guys. They're not gonna take your weapon the same day. They're not gonna cause you any problem. So I have a question to family of victims. Do you want your victim family to be exposed to more violent without retaliation from good guys? Do you want, in other words, do you really want the good guys that can protect your family to be disarmed and be a victim as well, just because you are close-minded and you think that a certain shape of a weapon will hurt versus another? And let's do this real quick. Let's go to Google and write here AR-15. Okay, see, as soon as you see like AR-15, you're gonna see people that consider it assault weapon. I did not assault anybody with this weapon, so obviously it's not an assault weapon. Let's go to images here real quick. I want to explain something. Okay, you see here, this is the AR-15. The AR-15 is very close. I would say it's the little brother of the M16 that the military were using, and they were using it in Vietnam and other wars, and a lot of armies in the world still using it. But to use something like this for home defense, okay, I just want to explain something that is very crucial. To use this for home defense, it's if you have, let's make this bigger. I'm sorry. I want you to understand something. When you looking at any kind of AR-15, okay, and you looking at the stock on it, that collapsible stock that you can, it's this part here that you can change it to fit to your shoulder, but it also can change to be smaller. So if you are in your house, in your hallway, you will have more area to maneuver with it. Now, do you think that if someone broke to your house and he have a pistol and you will come out with a rifle, do you really think that this guy will actually try to stay and fight you when he know that you have the bigger, stronger weapon in your own house that you legally purchased and your weapon is registered at the ATF and the bullet that you bought already got fingerprint and they know that it's belonged to you? And you have the legal rights to protect your house, and it's called castle doctrine, by the way. And the criminal that got into your house probably end up purchasing his weapon on the black market. He did not care what George Gaston or Javier Visera decided that they're gonna do in California against the assault weapon ban. He just go and purchase whatever he wanted. I'm trying to see if there's more picture, but there isn't. Let's shut this thing down. Okay, so you can see here that there's a lot of different weapons that you can actually get, and this is one thing I want to show. Like when you type AR-15, you see that they all look different, okay? And the reason that they all look different is because people buy those for sport, to shoot target, to shoot competition. For example, let's see, this is a small picture, this beautiful thing. Look at this. Do you really believe that someone will go and spend the money to commit a crime with this AR-15? Just a question. Just if you are a close-minded person and you think that this is an assault weapon, okay? So this dangerous thing with the camouflage and with the 30 round magazine. And by the way, 30 round magazine is standard magazine. This is what they came with. In California, they decided that you have to have 10 round standard. But I'm sorry to tell you guys, all you people with no knowledge, when we were in the service, you have 30 round magazine. It actually can take 32 rounds magazine, and we will have two of those connected together. So we're gonna have 60 rounds. So whenever we need it, we have it available. Now, is this look to you more dangerous than that? Obviously, it's the same girl with a different dress. I will call it that. So someone took this and make it look nicer because they want it to be nice and sporty and lightweight. Nobody did that in order to hurt anybody. Yes, there are bad people. There are bad people that can build a bomb and do whatever they want with it. But I don't see a bomb ban in California. By the way, think about it. There's assault weapon ban, but there's no pipe bombs ban in California or anything like that. But they do have assault weapon, and they consider those, because of the look, that those will be assault weapon. Let's go here and find something else. I'm trying to find something to show you guys. Okay, I just picking a random picture on the internet. Okay, I don't have any rights for this guy or anything. I just want to show. There's a lot of picture of people holding those weapons. I want you to see how big they are. Consider that this assault weapon ban. So this thing need to be like the front of this rifle need to be 16 inch or longer, okay, in order to actually pass all the requirement to even be able to purchase it in California. Now, when you have something that big, it means that you're not going to be able to hide it. So why should it be actually considered as an assault weapon when those weapons usually are pretty big? Unless you're actually going to have something that is tiny and short, but still, like this guy, it's still pretty big and you cannot hide it. So to consider that this is an assault weapon just because a soldier is using it, sorry to tell you, if you look very good at what the soldier have here versus what the previous picture that I shown, you will see that the sport version is a little bit bigger, longer, and a little bit different in any way you look at it. Now, one of the other things that you have to take in consideration, 99% of people that purchase those weapons purchase them for sport, for hunting. You know, there it is. Okay, you see here you have different style, different sizes. You can buy a lower and upper, and the uppers can be different shape. All those considered in the AR category. So you have to understand when they're talking about an AR-15, they're not talking about one single weapon. The AR-15 is a big family that have different types, different looks. Okay, when you look at all those, look, if each one will have a different caliber. It can be like a 556. It can be a 308. It can be even 22. I have an AR that are actually 22s, and those things are not assault weapons. Those things are regular weapons. Okay, and one of the other things that they call it weapon of war. It's not weapon of war. If it's weapon of war, why do you give it to the police? The police are not soldiers. The policemen right now have in their cars, instead of a shotgun, they have actually AR-15. Who are they going to fight with? Are they going to fight terrorists? Are they going to fight you when you have like a domestic violence and they're going to come and shoot you with an AR? It's just have no sense. So please pay attention to what's going on. A lot of people saying, "Oh, the government is going to fight back," and they probably will fight back. And I actually see that actually they're going to win, and they're going to win for a very simple reason, because this guy get infinity amount of money from our tax dollars to do whatever he want, and he have a huge group of money, while all the lawsuit that file for us, for the civilians, for fighting for Second Amendment for the citizen, that, by the way, the Second Amendment should not be infringed, and they don't really care, because the Constitution only comfortable whenever they need something, not whenever we need something. So right now, Saint Benitez here, put a stay. The stay of probably another, I think, 28 day. Today we are on 6/6/2021. Hopefully, this thing will actually pass, and we're going to be able to get whatever we want. And they need to actually take all their effort instead of fight the law-abiding citizen, and they need to start taking this money and start actually putting criminals in jail, instead of blaming us that we are the criminal, that each time that we want something that we buy illegally, that it's in our rights and this is in the Constitution, we automatically become to be criminals. And I will not let anybody make me or any of my friends criminals just because some guy that getting money trying to say that his job is necessary actually doing his job. By the way, we already got rid of Governor Newsom. It's already passed. We got more than 2.2 million signature to kick him out of the office, and now they're fighting this thing back. When it was Arnold Schwarzenegger a couple years ago did the recall, he got in, and I think in 3 or 4 weeks after the recall, so just approve out the liberal turning everything for whatever comfortable for them. By the way, Governor Newsom, Javier Becerra, all those people, and George Gaston have people watching them with AR-15. Just so you know, and I will try to make another video about it, about all the security and the special Secret Service weapons that's standing around those people's houses and those people's offices, with those assault weapon banned that consider weapon of war. Here in America, here in Los Angeles, who you fighting with? Why do you need weapon of war? If this is your protection, why don't they use like a small pistol, a small Glock, maybe a Smith & Wesson? Maybe we should give them the smallest 22 so they cannot really hurt civilians that come in to protest. Think about it. See you in my next video. This is Eric Redjet 505. YouTube going to demonetize this video because they don't like stuff about weapon, and they don't like when we talk against liberals. So please go to any of my other video about RC cars or something and leave it open for about 30-40 seconds, just so I can get revenue from there, because they shotting us here, so nobody can actually make money on talking about weapon. See you, stay safe, and always protect other people. This is the secret. When you're a good guy, you're always going to be vigilante. When you see something, you go and help. Bye.